So, undead. Lots of them.
I?
You called? You bet.
Here comes the grave. We know more or less what's here, but I don't want to get into a situation where I also run into traps. The imbued white has a couple of small spells he can throw my way. See, he's not a problem. He'll go down fast. Drowned in blood, okay. Use it. 4 pillars. Wonder if there's a benefit in just using them. I mean, are they tied to the drowned in blood zombies? They're not typical enemies by any means. They're literally something that probably only exists in this one area. Etched upon a brass plate set is in the stone pillar is an abstract design that calls into mind an image of a shining sun. Running gears within the pillars tell you the mechanism they contain are being reset. Armament. Snowflake. Audible click echoes through the chamber. Nothing spawned here. So it's a it's a sequence. Backwards seasons. Leave. Crack and fragmenting lead. I don't recall what this was. Wombats can see invisible.
Let's see how long you last against me.
And now shit hit the fan. I was hoping that not everyone comes here at the same time, but clearly the school's over.
Thy cold,
This won't clear them really, but might ease things a little bit.
Yes, yes. Yes.
What the fuck are you doing?
Sword first. Again.
Fire methods are the big problem. Can't really protect myself against them. Can't easily take them out either. Can't heal them.
Yes.
Now come the additional undead. It's getting a bit crowded. Like, your entire point is to... and yours actually, is to take out these goddamn fire methods. I can we pull back a little
Sword
bit?
first.
Yes?
What do you need?
Not sure fire works on these guys, they're unhindered.
Death comes for you on short legs!
What the fuck are you doing? Go
There's
forward.
not more fight.
I'm busy
Yes,
right now.
whatever thy wills.
Your yen?
Yeah, I think this is pretty much it for them.
Time to go?
Let's see how long you last against
Shadow!
me.
Ah,
Yes.
yes.
Could have gone better, could have gone worse. I'm certainly not moving here now. It's probably where we must go. It's something. No, we need to do something with the pool. Maybe with the corpses. We more than likely killed all the resistance here, though, so I don't see a reason why we shouldn't go and take the.
Uh-huh. With flair.
Looking into this pool of blood, your gaze finds that of a sinister figure. For a brief moment, you realize you are staring at yourself, reflected upon the pool's glistening surface. Though you recognize the reflection for what it is, still it seems unfamiliar and alien, a stranger with your face. Probably not the part of the ritual we want to do now. lich. I'm not sure if I even have weaponry to hurt the blasted thing. It is over, Cold Hearth. I've survived the transformation. Keep your phylactery secure and your unlife will be me long. Long and prosperous, Abathor be praised. You freed me from the Overmind, and in turn I gave you what you desired. Our business is done. Beware my former master. Should he learn of your existence, he will take you as he did me. I know. The Shadow King won't hear a peep from me. Fare thee well, Cold Hearth. We shall not meet again.
Sword first.
So we need to find his phylactery. Could that be one of the amulets we have? I should return to the dwarves and tell them what I know about Cold Hearth. Wonder why would they really believe me though. If we go here, there are flaming undead. We need to do something with the raised pool. I think we need at least one staff though before we can do it. Either way, I do need to rest. Three measly healing spells, that's what
Yes.
we can cast. Can't exactly afford to rely on potions. Not with this measly amount of loot incoming. I'd need magical items on a fairly regular basis to be able to afford anything more expensive. I'm not sure what the best way to tackle the flaming undead would be.
Thy cold.
Rush in there and beat the shit out of them. We probably want to rest another time soon anyway, so I'm thinking we probably want to haste then. But maybe not now. We know there are traps there after all, so
With flair.
It's like 3 fighters, 2 archers.
I?
Aye. Yes.
Fistfuls of flaming finality. Death delivered.
Yes.
Yes.
That stings, doesn't it, evil?
Nearly unremarkable opponents.
By demand? I am not a servant to carry so much. I have dropped it.
We have anti-magic arrows. We take on the lich on our own.
Sword first.
Open the door unleashes a blast of heat that rolls over you, momentarily tearing the air from your lungs. This would be the plane of fire. Some kind of mention of it in our journals. Now this was how to work the phylactery.
You want boo? Yes.
We could use maybe my golden boss to make a phylactery. Or maybe destroy the existing phylactery.
Sword first.
Feel my power. Death.
Magic radiates from the circle inscribed on the stone floor. Sparks and crackles. Images of a landscape seemingly sculpted by flame appears within it at irregular intervals, accompanied by a wave of stifling heat that rolls over your body. Okay. Can't do anything there yet. Or alternatively, we would just manually have to place the necessary item there. What about this?
Keep watch for ancient tomes or any scrolls that might contain lost arcana.
Silver scepter into the slot side of the pedestal, 2 empty spaces. Where could there be a scepter here? Broken portal to other plane. Well, you would think the ritual room. One was there, but it wasn't obvious that there where the scepters are. Not always, at least. They were at least usable things that were just part of the landscape. Final scepter. Okay, now what? Though the air remains still and stagnant in the chamber, the pool atop the pedestal ripples and begins to swirl. You find yourself thinking of the people who have affected you most of late. One especially. The scrying pool. The hooded man would be Irenicus. Don't probably want to focus on him. What would be the point? This game does not involve him in any real manner. Hello, Argent, maybe. As you think of her, the pool grows calm. An indistinct image appears within it, quickly growing in clarity. You find yourself watching a scene unfold from above, as a god might do.
You know my name, you know my cause, but you do not know my story. Mine is a noble family, blessed in every way. The Argents are destined for greatness, or so some think. I thought it myself once. Thinking I could do no wrong, I wronged many, far too many. In time, I came to realize that my actions were not without consequence, that a price was paid, though it was not paid by me. I knew that had to change, but how? How might I redeem myself for my sins? For years I prayed for guidance, and then one day, one glorious day, an answer was bestowed on me by the gods themselves. Many have been taken from this world before their time, lost in the DragonSpear wars, dragged down into the 9 hells in defiance of the holy order of things. Some believe they are gone, never to return. I know better. With you at my back, I swear to you, what was lost will be restored!
So we have a limited amount of things we can check. We can use this sense of clarity to clear it. The thing is, what if other options pop up? Currently I have no real need to scry anything. I think it's better if we should encounter the lich now. No, let's go talk to the dwarves. Considering that we have anti-magic arrows and my character is a wizard slayer, I'm confident we can take on the lich. As long as I have a weapon that can actually harm. A dart of some sort. Doesn't actually need to be a dart either. A dart would be just a preferred option.
You've returned. What did you find? Any sign of Garen Coldheart?
More than a sign, I saw him, as he was transformed into a lich. Coldheart a lich? Ah, ye lie, ye lying liar, ye. May the gods strike me down if I am. Coldheart is no friend of yours. He came here to be transformed into a lich, and he succeeded. Elf knows truth, Simar knows. Coldheart do dark things when he think he alone. He thinks Simar not know, but Simar know evil. Coldheart evil. He heard Simar tell Simar not to tell Auckland or other brothers. Samal, ye poor wee bloody great beastie. Don't want to believe ye, but ye don't have it in ye to lie, do ye? At least not convincingly. Alright then, you've got to help me. Though he betrayed me and mine, I cannot fight Coldheart. He was my oldest friend. Fine, I'll deal with him. Aye, whatever it takes to see this false spear dead. Here, take this. You will need it if ye are to battle a lich. We call it the Sacred Reveal. Secret Reveal. Its light binds and burns all creatures or unlife. May help you defeat the lich, but use it sparingly. It'll not last long. If it fails ye, bring it back. I may be able to make it work again once or twice before the secret power is lost. Now go, find Coldheart, and lay the traitor low before he gets what he seeks. What exactly is... This green gemstone glows with the power of Dumathoin, the keeper of secrets beneath the mountain. His divine power exacts a heavy price on the undead, especially liches. 48 magic damage versus undead. Weakens liches, leaving them more susceptible to attack. Okay. Convenient. Sure, who should use this? Maybe me, because I'm the most useless one. Probably a fairly safe place to rest, and I do need to rest. Well, I don't really need to, but it couldn't hurt.
I got two of you for a pitchfork and some boot black ones!
Potentially a very useful scroll, probably cursed scroll. Protection from poison. I mean, if we're going to rest anyway, we might as well
I am not a servant to carry so much. I have dropped it.
might as well use my identification castings. How many do you have? 4 more. I feel like I should be able to do something with the remains. They're such a weird item, otherwise you never get these type of items normally. Immunity to silence and difference. Part, this part, that. Magic resistance? Ooh, this is for wizard slayers. It's actually quite interesting. Versus defenses against missile attacks. We have massive amount of defense against missile attacks. I just don't know if that's worth it. We have a decent amount of magic resistance. It comes with the class itself. It's not all that impressive at this point, but it will get higher every level. So extra 15% might make a decent difference there. It provides extra protection. Isn't all that great, but extra protection is extra protection.
Gods help me. Minsk, I just had a thought. What if I'm not a gnome? What if I'm actually a miniature giant space gnome? From space!
Bo says that's crazy. You are a crazy in the head gnome.
A crazy in the head gnome from space!
Let's talk more fight!
Wonder if I could just leave one of the gold items here. I need to figure out what the phylactery is. I might not be able to know it actually at this point. There aren't that many gold items. I would something personal to the person itself. So my thought would immediately be it's one of the two amulets we've got. Okay, can I get more information about the lich? Field experiment, right. I think this was it. Heat of the elemental plane of fire should render the material more pliant. I will use the portal to access that searing inferno shortly. First, I must scry a suitably private location there in which to do my work. So that's where you use the scrying thing. Then you go to the elemental plane of fire to get the heat necessary. Then what? Laboratory. Probably have the rest of it somewhere.
Think
Just
carefully.
gonna what if I just dump these two down? No.
Sword first.
I wonder if there's a certain amount of enemies you have to defeat here and something might happen.
You bet.
Less talk, more fight.
No, I think it's just a random group of enemies.
Come at me!
I think you should know something, and it might have an option for you to do something. Laboratory, then the lich itself. I think I got most of the books from this place, so there shouldn't be any extra information. As far as I can see, I don't really have options. I can go to the lich or go home. Also, I need to give this item to someone else. I need to be able to throw the darts at it.
Who are you now? How did you come to this place?
I'm here seeking power and wealth.
This is a happy coincidence. You seek power and wealth, and I happen to have both to spare. But I'll not just hand them over to you. Oh no. First you must prove yourself worthy of Abathor's bounty. I assume you came to this place as I did, through the tunnels that bind Deep Vein and Dumathoin's other faithful. Whether they yet live or were slain by the outpost's defenses, I know not.
I came through their tunnels. I couldn't find any other way in.
The disciples of the secret gleam carried with them a relic in 5 parts, the amulets of the keeper of the secrets under the mountain.
I am kind to those who do me a kindness, generous to those who serve my needs. Bring the 5 keepers' amulets to me, and I shall bestow upon you an item of great power. What say you?
Give me some time to consider it.
Take what time you need. It is one of many things I now have in abundance.
More or less, I just want to position myself a little bit better before I attack him. And if I destroy his body here, what good will that do? It's the spirit that you need to destroy. We could maybe get something from his body and have to get to the portal room to destroy it. Any one of you losers know pickpocketing? Well, in theory we know a little bit, but not enough to actually make it work.
Yep.
Hello, secret. We don't want to fight it. That's what I thought.
With flair.
Aye. Sword first.
You called? Yep.
Sword first.
Probably pretty heavily trapped.
Sword first.
They're gonna buy me time, hopefully. Six magical thingamajigs, probably golden phylacteries, please.
You bet.
My phylactery, you wretched animal, keep your filthy claws away from my soul.
An intricate carving of a rose with a long thorny stem wraps around the surface of this lacquered burgundy box. Carefully crafted piece seems heavier than it ought to be. Are they all similar?
Let's talk more fight.
Think carefully.
Yes.
I'm busy right now.
Done and done.
Yes.
Bombarding the summoned creatures with pretty heavy spells. Death, 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 death. Right, we won't have too much time. The word phylactery has been crudely carved upon the surface of this rough-hewn stone cube. When you pick it up, something rattles within, but there is no obvious way to access the contents short of shattering the box. What's the first one? I think it was a golden item what we wanted. Brass amulet appears wrapped in chains of the same material. Closer inspection reveals that the chains are molded along the surface of the charm. This would be my primary choice at the moment. A medallion in the shape of an elven skull hangs from a golden chain. Small green gems glitter in its eye sockets. The skull is apparently hollow, shaking produces a fairly audible rustling from within. It's similar in theme as the amulet he wore earlier. So this would be my primary choice. Yeah, let's go with this one. You crush the golden elf skull. The gems in the eye sockets fall to the ground. Gain an item. So who the fuck gained something?
I can carry no more.
Your yen?
Thy called.
Yes, yes?
I can't disarm his defenses. Might be able to boost my own guys. Who is he casting something on? Probably on Glint. Could be pretty bad, but it's coming our way now. Not sure I can do all too much about it though.
Feel my power. Damn.
He's weakened. He has some kind of spell protection still active. Probably a reflection spell or something that sucks up your spell attacks. So I don't particularly want to do that. Any kind of physical attack would probably work a lot better here.
You stand no chance. Take that, vile villain.
Think carefully.
Yep.
All the phylacteries are destroyed as far as I can see. Very likely opened the access plate here.
Sword first.
I must find Cold Heart's Lich phylactery. But as far as I can see, there's nothing here anymore. Something happened. Yeah, the Lich is definitely still alive. Okay, what am I supposed to dump this in the fire then? Okay, this is going in a different way than I thought it would go. At the same time, I did think about that maybe what other purpose does this portal have unless I need to throw something in it. So I think decoys are our best bet. You don't want to kill him again, because he has a huge selection of good spells. And he's going to get every spell back every time he dies. So yeah. The more he wastes his spells on things, the better.
Let's talk more fight!
You only need to delay the blast thing.
Yes.
Fire salamanders.
Varlets, prepare for thine end!
Damn.
Who has the box?
Whatever
Let's see
thy
how long
wills.
you last against me. I'll recover.
The image of a fiery landscape appears, accompanied by a blast of unearthly heat. You realize that it was in such a place as this that the cold part Lich's phylactery was formed.
Swing and a miss!
Ha! My aim is true.
No, I'll see you dead for this. I'll drain this soul from your body Your miseries will be littered across all planes.
Yeah, the lich is mad at us.
Let's talk more fight!
They're still throwing some heavy shit there. Things that would have
Yes?
killed me just the same. So let's send these to their deaths. Okay, you two can actually wait.
The sly one protects us in the darkness. What do you need?
Yep. Don't get close to it.
This isn't working.
You are
We
stronger
have to
than
try something
anticipated.
else.
Perhaps another weapon will prove more effective.
Okay. Nice little end for him.
Your orders?
What? Yes.
Okay. Not a bad lich fight. Usually the phylactery, how do you handle those? It's a question mark. Every game seems to have their own ways to turn them. Sometimes you just need to bash it immediately and that's the end of it. It's not as simple as it sounds. If they allowed that, they'll also protect it very heavily with traps and other things. I mean, if you just try to go there and beat the shit out of it, you end up dying. So you play the delaying game against the lich itself, or just try to
Let's
kill it.
talk more fight!
Then destroy the phylactery before the lich regenerates. But this was, I think, acceptable. They tried to make it a little bit interesting at least. Also, I need you to have more inventory space. Every time something happens, they're shoving the workable items somewhere else, dropping things to the ground and all that.
You return? Is Coldheart dead? Tell me you ripped the catchpenny bastard's head from his shoulders.
Cold Heart is no more.
He turned his back on me on Great Dumathoin. There's a price to be paid for that. You've done me a good turn and no mistaking it. Here, take these, please. For myself, I'll stay here, cleanse this place of the unholy elements within, and then I cannot say what happens then.
We could use good men at our side when we face the crusade at DragonSpear.
He makes some sense. Alright then. When I'm done here, I'll make me way to DragonSpear. Until then, keep your axe high, my friend.
Well, greater restoration is certainly a good thing to have. And a health. We could take a glimpse at using the scrying pool. See what they show. I mean, why the hell are we... Cleric's basement could probably be... I was thinking, where do we use this? But one of the nobles on the outside was complaining about a lot of things, so maybe better clothing to one of them make a difference. Things like that. I still don't want to use the crying thing until I have to move on this and I have no other choice. Physical damage resistance, constitution, protection against critical hits. So hit points basically. Or saving throws. I'd like the frontline fighter to have hit points. It's not much, but it's still nice. We'll be back here, definitely.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
I'm carrying corpses of 4 creatures. Right, we'll go to Burned Inn. Maybe try to find the Gout Spirit again. My thinking about the spirit situation is that we'll use everyone that comes our way, but we'll probably load after most. I just need to know what they do. I don't see how bringing a Gal to this place would be in any way useful to me.
After them! Attack!
They were using fairly good arrows to attack pathetic opponents.
Time to go?
Oh, you went there.
So you say.
Interesting choice.
I'm busy right now.
Yeah.
So you say.
Come at me!
Sword first.
Just a bear. How are we gonna find the third missing family heirloom out of this though? I think if we move forward from this, we're not gonna come back. So the shield has to be somewhere in this area. Or someone has to have it. Guess we could get lucky and one of the refugees could have stolen it. And if we do enough jobs for them, we'll get the shield. Alternatively, pickpocketing might be a nice thing. It would have to be one of the refugees. I don't see it could be anyone else really at this point. Unless it's just hidden in somewhere.
Trouble? Yes.
We could move our trash around a little bit. Maybe that'll reveal something. I mean, the 2 other items were found near the inn too, so surely the third one would be found here.
It's a hard life on the road. It's a hard life on the road.
No, he just complains.
The crusade destroys everything.
Oh, it's you again. We're still closed.
Where's the third one?
All my stuff is authentic. Really, it is.
Your acquaintance I am glad to have made.
Where could it even be in the theory? Somewhere around here, I guess. There's a little bit of a black area there I haven't bothered looking at currently.
Ask someone else.
Aye? Sword first.
That's a lot of traps. Why are there traps here?
You bet.
Sword first.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Ah!
You bet.
Okay, I don't get the reason for all these traps. Seems like a dead end, basically. It's just a gigantic amount of traps here. How does that make sense?
Let's talk more fight.
I don't think I've found a single shield of any type here. So it certainly wouldn't be something I missed here. Ah, okay, I'll try to find the gout and leave things there. We might have to do a little bit of extra. Well, I have to sell stuff for one thing, and I'll try to go and try a few ideas to get the shield. It has to be here. Someone has it. This is very suspicious area, for example. Way too well protected for the fact that it seems to be at least an dead end. There are a couple of people here that I probably didn't talk to after I got the information about the heirlooms. So one of them could also have information about the shield. Can't think of a reason why anyone would really want the shield here unless it's some kind of a fighter. What the fuck are you doing?
You are welcome in my sight.
Where's the goblin? Okay, we can at least test this. I think this is a stupid idea.
Sword first.
Let's talk.
Tremble before me, foolish elf. I'll tear you apart and drain your delicious magics dry.
Yeah, just a fight.
Ha! My aim is true.
Looks like a fire protection ring. 6,000 experience points. It is a fire resistance ring. Exactly what it is.
Sword first.
Don't see how that's really worth it. It's a decent. At least it's a decent item. Let me try something else too. Okay, it looks like there might be a way to come back here. That's something. So there's a good chance the shield isn't on this map. Right. That changes things quite a bit.
Let's talk more fight.
I'll hold my ass here, settle whatever we can, and end things there. I'll try to talk to the people here just in case that they might have picked up the shield. My guess would be though that if the Crusaders were the ones that burned the place down, there's a good chance they took it. It was at least heavily implied that someone took it. If not the Crusaders, it has to be my own guys.
Order is what matters.
Western Woods has wolves and goblins, so that's only 4 hours away. That's probably where we should go first.
This and that to be done, no time to stay and chatter.
What are ye looking at? I don't like being looked at in general, or specific. Do your gazing in someone else's direction.
Doesn't look like
I
there's
am
anything here.
Zena, faithful of Tempus. Praise be to the Lord of Battles.
Right, as far as I can see, there's nothing that we can do here right at the moment, and while I have some ideas, I don't think I should be jumping on those immediately. They're more desperate first. So, we're more or less, well, we want arrows, or ammunition in general. I'm not sure why I'm holding these remains, but let's put them in the chest. At least that way they won't waste my carry weight.
Right.
More or less, we just need ammunition, I guess. We'll say the scrying options because current options don't seem to be useful, really. We got some decent gems out of the phylacteries. We have one anti-lich weapon. Would work against undead though. I don't think we're gonna need it all that much. Not sure what we should sell though. We have some gems, but we don't have a lot to offer in general, so ammunition is probably the best we can do. $100 gold. $3,500. Unclear staff. I doubt we'll need this. Bard equipment. This is a good bard equipment, except we don't have bard, so yeah. Hard hat, tangled strings. Wonder magic missile is a terrible item, but we might still want to hold on to one. Right, ammunition. Really, archer only. I don't want to buy basic gear, but I sort of have to. That should see her through. We're going after goblins or something similar, so I'm not expecting the need to have specialty arrows or weapon. Bullets. Definitely bullets. This is a dart user, but I think bullets would fit him better. We have an extra sling, we don't need extra for him. We have fire darts, some acid darts, and several ice darts. I think we should just try to get more acid darts. I can't think of a thing that could really be immune to them. Wouldn't be a horrible idea to have a little bit of everything. We wouldn't be using them as standard gear anyway. Okay. it's goblins, normal ammunition should do. Could store some ammunition there, but don't know if it's worth it. I guess we're doing more or less okay. Not being close to a level up, very close to a level up, very close to a level up. Not that close, not that close, fairly close. We should be seeing some decent level ups fairly quickly. Right. I'll just rest and leave things there. We're gonna go to the western forest.
some strong dwarven
I don't. It's something that's totally unrelated to the actual path our army needs to take. So I'm guessing that has to have a
Boo
relevance.
says you smell rotten to the core. And Boo's nose has never led me up.
It'll take worse than words to work me up, you whimpering windbag.
Right. So we're looking for the shield, everything else is just extra.